Alright, Wagwan guys, welcome back to another great episode of the Bourbon Jamaican. Today we got dropping nukes off his
hiatus. That's what we'll call it.
And ready to grade. We took some family time just to get everything back in line. We got something out of 2XO. We've talked about this over and over. Shout out to Dixon. He's been doing a fantastic job with his releases. So far this year, we've made it all the way up to the most recent, which this is a fresh crack for Fresh Crack Friday, the sneaker blend.
Cheers.
So with the 2XO being dropping nukes, put us on to it and his fine expertise.
It's you know, the 2XO train has been fun to go up and down. There's a lot of great things about the 2XO series and the unique blends of it, and just Dedman just being a cool dude, right? The sneaker blend, you know, it's been out on the market for what, 6 weeks now? It's been out for 2 months, like maybe, yeah. Something like that. It's the 5th release from the Icon series. I'm in it. I'm ready to taste it. It's been on the back burner for a couple weeks. Been on vacation, so I'm excited. You know, it kind of blends. The master blender blends the sneaker infatuation with the whiskey infatuation, right? And he does pretty cool bringing them both in. I was researching the sneaker blend earlier and didn't realize that he got some custom kicks made.
Yeah, they look dope.
The Jordans with the 2XO on the back.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, they looked pretty sweet.
Yeah, they match the labeling with the gold, black, and white.
Oh,
the dunks.
Nice. So with the Icon series, for the people that don't really know too much about 2XO for whatever reason, it's a blend that signifies something in Dedman's life, right? Something that he loves and something that he's passionate about. And these are his top 2 passions. So I'm ready to see how they blend together and see what this pour tastes like.
So for who is new to the channel, if you're new, drop a like, put something in the comment for returning viewers if you've had this, if you've tried it, just based off what we've put out in the past. You want to give them like a quick list for the new people that we're introducing to the 2XO, what the lineups are.
Yeah, so it starts with the Phoenix blend, it goes into the Innkeeper blend, then it goes into the Tribute blend, then it goes into the Kiawah blend, and now we have the sneaker blend. And all of them have their own unique little flavor profile.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's a consensus amongst not only our group here, but in the bourbon world, that the Phoenix, the first release, was the worst release. From the majority of what they've said. All the MSRP for these are around $100, give or take a couple dollars here and there. I've seen them anywhere from $90 all the way up to $120, depending on the area.
They're always 104 proof.
104 proof.
Tell them what our favorite blend was, Chris. Come on now.
Well, everybody.
Don't tell them just the bad news.
These guys are still hung up on the Kiawah blend. We haven't blinded the Kiawah blend, or we did do the blind against it. Yeah, so the Kiawah did win. I think we had one tribute in there, maybe. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they add up. With that being said, not to get too off of the Icon series though, if you haven't had the Gem of Kentucky, I haven't had this year's release yet. I haven't gone out and got that yet, but
Danny got those 2 waiting on you.
Does he?
Yeah, nice. 2 of them on the shelf.
So shout out Danny. I'll be coming to see you soon. It sounds like just getting back in town and in the thing and in the swing of things. I took a little break from the bourbon world this year for a lot of other different reasons, but
good reasons.
We're gonna finish out the quarter strong, baby. The 4th quarter is our quarter, baby. Let's go. So with that being said, let's go ahead and indulge and dive in.
And these aren't blind, so we're drinking them
sneakers
where you
first.
see them. So just to the left or
yeah, sneaker on your left.
All right. Oh, I like it. Has a real like mapley smell.
Yeah.
All the
maple brown sugar.
there's no direct age statement on these. It's all rumored, right? So
Yeah.
this one does smell pretty young in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's on the younger end, but
I could see that. Because it's got like that little bit of honey to it, which
got
kind of reminds me of grain.
I get a little bit of honey and a little bit of cinnamon.
Wow.
What's crazy is I don't get no brown sugar.
I got the maple.
Really?
I got like
I get something
definitely do.
sweet, but I don't get the brown sugar part of it. I get more of the cinnamon.
I tell you what,
Well,
this is this is very good.
everything on the nose is amped on the palate. It's really strong in the maple and the brown sugar. It's pretty spicy though. I don't know about you guys, but for me, I get the maple kick right away. And then it gets really spicy, and then it's got like a nice charred brown sugar, like caramelized sugar on the back end. And the finish is a little dry. That's my only complaint with it. The longer I sit here, the more I'm kind of like clicking my tongue because it's dry.
It's really dry, but this one is probably the most pepper forward.
Yes.
You know, as far as it, I wouldn't say it's the most spice forward, but it is the most peppered. Like
It's like a warm.
It's like the spice kind of comes from the char, but I definitely get that pepper you're talking about.
the complexity of it that hits, you know, the palate as far as the initial surprise, right? It's not overwhelming. The nose does match. The nose does match the palate, like Brady said. You pick up the spice, you pick up the cinnamon. You know, I don't know. I'm stuck on this clove thing because I'm warmed up with a maker, so now I got clove. I get some clove in there. I don't know.
I haven't had any of the 2XO stuff in a while, but from what I can remember, this is the most complex blend, I think.
I think
They're normally
it's pretty complex. Also,
they're normally really sweet. They kind of range in sweet flavors.
Sweet
This
to
is
oak forward.
right.
That's what the.
This is the first one where I get like a spice, like that pepper note, and then various oak and sweetness on top of that. You know what I mean? Like this is a good like 4 or 5 noter.
Yeah, and it's super easy to drink. It's not coming in at 104 in my world, at least.
I'm enjoying it. It's not too hot.
Yeah, it's not overwhelming.
But it's crazy that
overpowered.
like, you know, that initial sip, like you get all the flavors and like y'all said, that spice is there. It's not going away. It's just, it's keeping like at the right peak, and it's just sitting there. You're salivating now for that second sip just to get that back taste on your palate.
This honestly is what I'm looking for with a double oak. It's not just overwhelmingly sweet or overwhelmingly
Char,
oaky. Yeah, it's not a lot of char. It's not a lot of vanilla and toast, anything like that.
Balance.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. This isn't one that you just sit down and you can just crush half the bottle. It's one you take your time with. You want to explore it, which I like. I mean, if it's $100 bottle, I want it to be something where I sit here and I casually explore it on
other
Friday
words,
night.
we would say it's definitely a great sipper.
Yeah.
So it's definitely something you can sip on and enjoy it. But look like everybody kind of crushed their first.
I just noticed.
First sip.
I just noticed the Kiawah. My eyes started watering.
That's funny.
Stuck my nose in too far.
This got
Butterscotch,
Yeah.
vanilla. I was just telling these guys I had some of the Pursuit United double oak before I came here, and everybody loves that because it's got that French oak like silky butterscotchiness to it, and this smells just like that.
Yeah, this kind
Kind of reminds me of the makers. I know you were talking about the clove. I didn't really get a ton of clove, but I got like that silky vanilla and butterscotch, and I get that on this.
You know, I didn't get any vanilla in the sneaker blend.
I did not either.
I didn't get any vanilla.
No vanilla, no caramel, which is what you normally get in a bourbon,
All right.
which I appreciate about it.
Well, this is
This is
ride forward. This is hot. This is a little hot.
I think this drinks at a higher proof than the sneaker.
Yeah.
This one is all sweetness. This is your vanilla and your butterscotch and your oak, and the heat. I don't get any of the spice. I don't get the barrel char, and there's nothing wrong with that. I like this a lot, but if I'm not in the mood for vanilla or butterscotch, I'm not picking this up because it doesn't have the complexity. I don't think it has the finish the sneakerhead blend has either.
So, but between both, I think they're both complex. But depending on exactly what you're looking for. If you want like a sipper that you don't have to rush through, a sneaker blend would definitely be the bottle of grab. And then with the Kiawah, you can kind of drink it straight, or if you want, you could mix it. Kind
I'm a
of.
little surprised at how different they truly are,
Yep.
Like, because there is quite honestly, the sneaker blend may be the longest finish of the 2XO series.
I would agree with that.
Even
except
that,
for the Gem of Kentucky,
I don't
but
know.
that's $200.
Even the Gem of Kentucky, there's a nice finish on that, right? Like, but I don't know. I had to go back to my gym tonight when I get home.
Going back to the Kiawah, having that second sip, there's a clear line in the spiciness.
Yes.
It's spicy up front for me, but it's a barrel char spice. You go back to the sneakerhead, and like Chris said, it's clearly a pepper. It's like a black pepper, which I like. Normally, I'm not a big fan of that. Normally, I get that on like a rye whiskey. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just not my favorite, but it goes so well with that maple.
Yeah.
To have something that's super sweet with something that you don't normally like and having a mesh, it's really nice, actually.
What would have kicked it off if it had like a little bit of saltiness to it?
Yeah.
That would have been.
He's on that salty kick from all the bookers we've been drinking.
He on that salty cake from all the fries he just ate.
Probably. But guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching. Like I said, both of these bottles are exceptional and in their own right. You can definitely enjoy either one at any time. But for us, the Kiawah has been my favorite, but I think I have a new favorite with the sneaker blend. And any final comments?
No, thanks for tuning in, guys. I know we've been away for quite some time now, but like I said at the beginning of the video, we're gonna finish out the fourth quarter strong this year, bringing content to you guys. Obviously, we've mentioned in the past what our goal is for this year, to hit that 1,000 sub mark. Thank you for the individuals that's contributed to that goal this week. We jumped a little bit in that range, so continue to support in the free way.
Yeah.
Like, subscribe, share, shoot us a little comment, show us some love, and we'll catch y'all on the next one.
Peace out.
Thanks.